Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Todd with Todd's Plan. Today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my review and thoughts of the 2021 MakseLife Planner. I know there are a few other reviews out there, but I'm especially happy to get my hands on this planner because this is my first time ever using this planner and seeing it in person. I guess that kind of makes me a MakseLife virgin, which I'm not upset about. If you want to see any of the other videos and reviews, make sure you check out hashtag MakseReviewCrew, and you can see how this planner this year compares to the planner last year. It's actually kind of an interesting story because I wanted to get this planner earlier in the year, but it held off because I wanted to make sure I got to start fresh in the new year with everybody else when they started in with this planner. I saw how you could combine your goal setting with your weekly planning. I've even seen people use it as a memory keeping planner, which I think is absolutely brilliant. And Sierra Friend, who is the founder and creative director, is such a sweet person, and I absolutely love her kind of let's get it done mindset she has. So to be able to support a brand like this just means the world to me. Enough talk about all that. Let's flip the camera around and go through the contents of this planner and break it down, which is I know what you're here for. Bam! We have the box that holds the official 2021 MakseLife Planner. It came with this card that has a quote from Roy T. Bennett that I really like. I have some wonderful first impressions about this box. First off, it is heavy. This is a big planner, and it has these little, I don't know if you can see them, but these little gray stripes that go in a diagonal angle. And this is a nice gold foil that says MakseLife. I think this is absolutely stunning and open sesame. What is that? We have an extra cover because for the first time, MakseLife has interchangeable covers. This year, there are going to be 4 different cover options. I plan on ordering the other 2 at the release date, which for all of you taking notes, you better write this down. It's October 21st at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that would be 12 Eastern Standard Time, which are gonna be for $10 each. And I don't know if y'all can see this gold foil that's on here. It is absolutely stunning. And this is by Jess Park of Jessie Plans. And it's just such a cute design. Floral, you know, you can never go wrong. And if you follow me at Todd's Plan on Instagram, you know I absolutely love florals. Now, with interchangeable covers, that means you can change the covers. When I first opened my box of this planner, I actually had the floral cover on it. I went ahead and did change it with this O-ring and was able to get this blue stripe cover on, which I absolutely love. I think that it is just classic, it's fresh, it's minimal. There are times I love bright colors, but y'all, I also appreciate the more muted and neutral options. This is so amazing, and I think it is awesome. Now, she's thick. This is a big planner. I don't know if you can see, but she is absolutely thick as can be, honey, but that's okay. We like them thick. So it is an O-ring, which if you know me, I'm not a big fan of coils traditionally. So this is a whole new ballgame for me. I'm interested in seeing how it is. I'm not too worried because my intention is that this planner will stay at home on my desk or, you know, with me at my dining room table. So I don't think that'll be a big issue. But wow, it is very, very nice. This does retail for $68, but the quality is amazing. You can see how thick this cover is. It is hardcover. The rings are nice hard rings. When I was putting the planner cover back on, it was like kind of hard to press in, which showed me that it was good quality and it's absolutely awesome. I also think the price is justifiable because you have to remember, it's not just a planner. It is a goal setting and weekly planner all in one. So I think that it really justifies the price. So now let's get over here and put my name officially in this planner. If you watched my video, my life planner, you know that I absolutely butchered putting my name in here. So for this planner, I learned from my mistakes, and I'm going to be putting in a name sticker from my dear friend at Fern Creek Stickers who sent this to me. You can go check them out on Instagram. So we'll make sure my name is smack dab in the middle in the most perfect handwriting ever. Now we have my planner officially set up. The first page of the Moxie Planner is a wonderful, thoughtful, cute letter from Sierra, who kind of explains Moxie Life and explains, what it is all about, which Moxie really is courage, determination, know-how, energy. So it's all about, creating a life with that energy and to be bold and determined. Know where you want to go and have what it takes to get there. That's what Moxie Life is created from. And I absolutely think that it's just so thoughtful, so wonderful to have a brand that stands for something so powerful. Not a lot of people have such meaning behind their name, and to see a company that supports that is absolutely amazing. So Sierra, I really appreciate you and I admire that. So let's now get started. Now this planner is new to me, so just be aware that I'm really coming at this with fresh eyes. I don't know kind of what some of these things are, but I love goal planning and goal systems. I'm very fortunate that at work to have a coach for goals, and they're helping us to break down, large goals into smaller attainable action items so we can accomplish those goals. And I think this system is very similar, which I really appreciate. I love breaking it down from a year goal to a quarterly goal to a monthly goal, weekly, and then daily from that, which is why I think this system is going to be great. You have the 5 steps, which is the compass assessment, the setting intentions, the annual goals and visions, as well as monthly goals and weekly action items, followed by monthly reflections and quarterly review, which I think the reflections is a really important part to be able to look back and see, what went right, what didn't go right, and make a change if needed. The next 2 pages are the compass assessment, and from what I've seen, this is what kind of sets this planner really apart in the meat of it from other goal setting systems. It is a quarterly assessment, it seems like, where you test 8 different sections of your personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family relations, health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial and physical environment. And you review this every quarter and then again at the end of the year. It goes step by step, on kind of how you rank yourself in each of the categories and what to do. There's also on their Facebook page and website has a copy you can print out, which I think after seeing this, I'm for sure going to do so I can get started. It's also, as you can see, this wonderful color coding system for each one. Each of their stickers also apply, which I'll show later, that coincide with the colors, which I think is just so smart and thoughtful with all of those. Next are the intentions. So the first intentions, which I think are really important, start off with, what could I use more in my life this year? I think that's a great thing to start out for. And also, this is why, pause, if you're on the fence about getting this planner, I think you should buy it sooner rather than later. This is a perfect example of something that you need to think out before January 1st in the start of 2021. These are not something you just sit down one night and come up with. I think it's important to read these different intention questions and kind of think about them, resonate, and figure out what really you want the direction of 2021 to be, especially after the mess that 2020 was for us. It takes time to do these questions, and you can't answer them impulsively. The next section is setting goals, which I love. I think that this is pretty straightforward to committing to what a goal is. Is it realistic? Is it attainable? Is it specific? Those are all key questions that you should ask when setting the goal. And the fact it has this in here to revisit whenever you're thinking of a goal is important to make sure it has these qualities. Lastly is this removing goals section, and I really think this is important because just like Sear says, goals are meant to inspire and not invoke negativity. You should be able to remove a goal if it's not working for you or does not set well with you. I love that she says give yourself permission to reassess and adjust or replace it with something that's more motivating, which I think is very inspiring. Now is some of the examples which are good because it's very easy to sit there and say, I want to read more, or I want to be more cleanliness. I want to be better at being clean or get rid of clutter. But just as this says, instead we should make them more specific when you write out your goals. Clean my garage this weekend instead of saying get rid of clutter. You should say leave my phone in the kitchen at night instead of saying don't be on my phone before bed. By making them more specific, it is going to be much more helpful. And I already love these examples because I find myself wanting to say I want to read more, but instead I should say I want to read 3 times a week. And that way I can put that in this planner. Next is going to be the setting goals section on this side, which shows there's 3 types of goals: the stretch goals, the progress goals, and the maintenance goals. And it kind of explains a breakdown of what those different goals are and how the compass assessment really helps with that. It also goes down in breaking down kind of the different steps you need for your annual goals, which are your long-term visions, your monthly goals, which is a chunk down and a check-in of your annual goals, and then your weekly goals, which is your actions, tasks, and habits that help you achieve those monthly goals. I love that it's broken down like that and those steps are here. It's important to be able to revisit that every single quarter and every single month when setting those goals to make sure that you kind of have those key steps in doing that. And I like that it's broken down that way. And it also has these weekly reflection questions, which, what were my wins? What worked? What didn't work? And what lessons did I learn? And lastly, what adjustments do I need to make moving forward? That last one I think is really important to know, what do I need to do to kind of be better next week or next month? There's also a things to consider section, which is still has broken down in those same 8 sections and kind of give you some different ideas of what you can incorporate in those goals and action items. I love a dot grid and bullet journaling, and I love that they have this blank space to create a list of ideas, dreams, and goals for the upcoming year. I really want to intend on making this a very creative and fun page, which is why I'm happy to have this planner sooner rather than later, so I can really plan out what I want this page to look like so that in the start of 2021, it looks fantastic. Next, we're on the annual goals. Now, these are once again broken down into the 8 sections: personal, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships, health, wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial and physical environment. There's a section for the focus, and it also section says how my life will improve by reaching these goals for the coinciding section, which I think is very important that you're able to focus in on that every single quarter and really have the key idea of exactly where you want to be for the month. And now we have the vision board, which if you know me, you know I love a vision board. Not only do I have one above my desk right now over here at home, but I also have one at work too. I think it is a great way to kind of be creative and really set your goals in a fun way. I usually actually have just used old magazines or current magazines I have that are just laying around and cut out some really fun things that I want to do and envision for the next coming year. And now we get started with January. There's some tips that, to help you, and you have this wonderful quote and these great colors. I love the colors in this planner. It is a perfect mix of, a muted planner with a few hints of colors that I think is just perfect. It'd be good for a guy, a girl, whatever you identify as, this planner is for you, in my opinion. January, bam, we're here with the monthly view. I currently don't know exactly what I'm going to use this for. Maybe because we don't have a lot of events going on right now, I will probably just maybe use it to show what days I plan on intending to sit down for what certain of those sections to focus on. I also love this quote by Greg Reed that says, "A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan backed by action makes your dreams become true." And I could not agree more. So now we get started, and there is a section for your monthly goals. This is for, once again, those 8 sections for you to have broken down and a focus for those as well. This is where I think it's going to be really important for me, because I'm going to take these monthly goals and break them down into daily goals that I will then use in the daily section of this. Once again, now you have your weekly action items. I think this is super important for any goal, is you're able to take those monthly action items and break them down on a smaller weekly level, and then again on that daily items. If you are confused about how to set a goal, or what is a weekly action item, remember that in the beginning it kind of breaks down how to set those up. So I think it's really important that there is that tutorial in the beginning for anyone that's kind of lost at any time. Next, we have the first weekly layout of January 2021. I did go with a horizontal layout, which for anyone that knows me, you should be surprised because I'm a vertical person all the way. I love an hourly layout, but I'm going to be hashtag team horizontal for this, because since I plan on using this just for goals and not as a daily planner, I will take those weekly action items and break them down on a daily level. So for example, if one of my weekly goals is to work out 3 times a week, I'll go in and write down the 3 days that I plan on working out. Same thing, instead of saying I want to read more, I will say I want to read 3 times a week at least. and I'll put in the days that I intend on reading and what I intend on reading as well, so that I can have a very clear intention on when and what I'm doing. I love that there is a section for a habit tracker. I use this in my life planner right now. I think it's important to track those habits that are going to contribute back to those goals. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different habits for you to be able to track, which I think is a pretty good amount. I don't know if I'm going to use all 7, but the fact there is 7 I think is great. And there's no complaints with that. Now, following every week has the same layout. You have a dot grid section here for whatever notes you want to do. You have your weekly action items. The colors coincide for each of the 8 sections from the compass assessment. And that is the same layout, once again, with the habit trackers, and each layout being the same with the horizontal lines. And that is the same for every month. But at the end, you do have a monthly reflection section, which, like I said in the beginning of the video, this to me is a key element to be able to look back and say, what were my biggest wins? What are things I want to improve on? What did I learn? And what can I improve on for the next month growing forward? I think those questions are really key in honing in what's working, what's not working, and if you need to adjust, then so be it. Each month has a great quote to start out. Once again, I love the colors. I have went through every page and have not seen a color combination I did not like. So we go through and it's the same thing until we get to the end of the quarter, which is then marked by a quarterly compass assessment. This is for you to go back through for each quarter and revisit what happened the previous quarter. And you rank yourself on those same 8 sections and you compare yourself from the last quarter and where you are at and what's going on to see what's working and what's not working. I think this is another key aspect of why this planner is going to work for me, to be able to look back and really analyze and see where you're going, moving forward, and even being able to look back and reflect on what's gone on. See what those wins are, see what's working, what's not working, and make adjustments if need be. So now we're gonna go on to the back of the planners. I'm still getting used to this O-ring, so I'm gonna go a few pages at a time and not try to make it all fancy. There is an extra section. This has a 2021-2020 kind of overview with the monthly layouts. I don't think I'm going to use this, at least not yet. I don't know what for. Like I said earlier, there's not a lot of events going on related to my goals yet that I could think of. Of course, that may change. So for now, I might just leave this blank and kind of see maybe what other people are using it for. There are 6 note pages, front and back, which leads to 12. I was already thinking that I'm going to use each of these pages for the as a month, and it'll be for my notes for the monthly book club for the MakseLife book club. I thought that was a really great idea, so starting January, I will do that, and each one of these pages will be for my notes for the coinciding book for that month. And there's 12, so it's perfect. Now there is this folder, and I think a folder is a perfect touch in a planner. You can put any kind of extra papers, any slips, honestly, you can put so many different things. This is a nice folder as well. Like, it can withstand a lot, I can already tell. And I love the colors. If you know me, navy blue is perfect. It's almost a gray. And then you have your pinstripe lines that go in that diagonal. So it's the same layout throughout. We know we love stickers. These colors match the 8 sections of the in the compass assessment. So I love that it's continuous throughout, and I love that they're right here attached. So it kind of reminds you to use them. I might cut them and keep them in the folder just because I like that and I need to use the folder for something. But they're really nice and they seem to peel off easy. There's different circles you can use, different quotes. And if you know me, you know I love stickers, so I'm really happy about that. And then there is this cute little pocket right here, if you can see it. And, you know, just for any extra, probably stickers for me is what I'll most likely use it for. So that's it. Oh, wait, just kidding. How could I leave y'all without showing you this sticker book? This is a 15-page functional sticker book, and y'all, this is a game changer. It includes flags, banners, icons, boxes, bullets, and hearts. So if you go through, there are the 8 colors, once again, that still coincide with the compass assessment. I love how it is the same layouts throughout and the same theme. This, if you can see, is just circles. It is a little bit lighter and a little bit more bold options here, which, you know, no complaints here. I love that. The next pages are once again extra, they look like circles, but if you look and you pull it apart, it's actually little hearts. I don't know if you can see that and see my dirty finger and with marker on it, but that is a nice heart. And so I think that that's super cute and just something different to use that you don't see. And then there are, you know, it's just standard boxes that you can use and more boxes, which I plan on definitely using. I love stickers. These ones have a little, the diagonal design on them, which is just different. I've seen a few other people show that they're going to kind of use this as a running to-do list in their planner, which I think is great, or to mark different events. We have the different hearts as well, more of the boxes, more just strips of the different colors. I really love how bold some of those colors are. And then the last page, I thought this was a really thoughtful touch. It's more, so each of these are the 8 sections of that compass assessment and the different icons that represent each one. I think that was just super cute. Just different areas you can add that to if you want to. This is going to retail for $20. For 15 pages, you really can't beat $20 in my opinion. And with the colors and quality, I don't see any issue in writing on this with a gel pen and just letting it dry for a few seconds, and there'll be no bleeding issues. It, to me, is something that you have to order and go with. There will be more products coming out as well, such as a companion notebook. That is going to be the goal setting section of the planner without the weekly, the daily, you know, those weekly, daily pages. It is just going to be a separate shipment that comes in December. This planner will come earlier and they do retail for $48. There are 4 notebooks broken down into each quarter of the year, but it is undated, which I think is great because then you can start it at any time. It's meant for those people that already have a daily planner or a weekly planner that they love and they want to stay loyal to, but they want to use the goal setting sections of the MakseLife, which would be the compass assessment and those goal setting and action item breakdowns. I think that's incredibly smart and brilliant for a company to include that, because for someone like me that already has a life planner binder, I think that is going to be a great addition. However, I fully plan on using this planner because I know I need that horizontal daily breakdown to even take those weekly goals and break them down even further to daily action items. So I know that I can really accomplish those goals and have clear intentions every week so that I'm accomplishing my quarterly goals and having a great 2021. Okay, everybody, that's it for my review and thoughts on the new 21 MakseLife Planner. I hope you enjoy this planner just as much as I did, because I know that I cannot wait to start using it in 2021 for some of my professional and personal goals. Be sure to check my Instagram at Todd's Plan on October 21st for my official launch day post for the MakseLife Planner. And if you like this video, please make sure to like it, subscribe to my channel, and comment, because I'd also love to see, if you plan on getting this planner, how you intend on using it come 2021. Whether it's just going to be for your weekly planning or for your goals, or even for a memory keeping planner. I would absolutely love to see and get some much needed inspiration for 2021 for using the new MakseLife Planner. Thank you, my friends, for watching, and happy planning.